Welcome to this quick tutorial about how to add a Tooltips widget to your website using Webynize. Tooltips are a simple but powerful way to guide your visitors, give them extra information instantly, and improve usability without cluttering your design. Let's set it up together. First, here we are on the Webynize homepage. This is where all the magic happens. For today's example, we'll be using WordPress as our website builder. On this page, we have two buttons, and we'll put tooltips on these buttons. We'll also put tooltips on this menu link on the upper right side. Let's head back to Webynize homepage and click on the Create Widget button. We'll choose Tooltips Widget, and let's put a name here. Click the next button. Currently, we don't have any tooltips, so let's click the Manage Tooltips button and we'll create a tooltip item. For the selector, it means it is the CSS selector of the button for our example. These have an ID of button 1 and these have an ID of button 2. We're going to put hashtag button 1 and the position of the tooltip is going to be on the top. Let's put this is the tooltip of button 1. Let's save it. Here it is. Let's create another tooltip item for button 2. And the position will be on the right side. Now we have two tooltips and let's try to embed it on the page. Let's copy the code and for the page let's edit it. Edit page. And we can add the code using the custom HTML block and paste it here. Now you might ask, how did I know the IDs of this button? Here in WordPress, we can use the edit HTML function and you can see that it has an ID of button 1. It's the same for button 2. Now let's try to save it and let's preview the page. Let's see if the tooltip works here. So as you can see, we have the tooltip now for button 1 and the tooltip for button 2. Now, we can also customize the look and feel of these tooltips. And we can also add another tooltip for this menu link over here. For the first example, we know the ID of the buttons. What if we don't know the IDs of them? What we're gonna use is this method. Let's right click the element and then inspect. Now we will have this, we have selected the element over here and we can see the selector over here. We can just simply copy this and then use it on Webynize. For example, let's create a tooltip item with that selector. Just paste it here and then the position of the tooltip will be to the bottom. And let's this is the tooltip of the menu, and let's save it. Now let's refresh our web page here and see if we have a tooltip over here. So as you can see, we now have this tooltip. Let's go back to Webynize and change the look and feel of our tooltips. For example, for the colors, we want the background to be color blue, and the item font color will be color white or gray. We can see it here. As you can see, the preview is instantly updated as well. We can change the font size if we want, and then the borders, border radius, it depends on what you prefer. You can also change the spacing or the padding. And if you want to customize it further, you can use the custom CSS over here. For now, I'm happy with the design. Let's click the Save Changes button. Let's see the preview if it was updated. Currently, the tooltips are color white and it looks like this. So let's refresh and see if our updated design will be seen. As you can see, it works. And we now have a customized tooltip. Okay. Remember, Webynize widgets also track analytics like views. Analytics for this one, we have it over here. So we can see the number of times our tooltips was viewed or used by our users. And then you can also see this tooltip widget in action on the Sociable Kit homepage over here. This page uses the Webynize widget on the login link and create widget button over here. If you ever need help, our friendly chat and email support team is always available 24/7 to guide you. Now it's your turn. Create your Tooltips widget today with Webynize. Make your site easier to use and give your visitors the extra guidance they need exactly when they need it. Thank you for watching.